Let me show you a cool sunset from Cannon Beach. We rolled on our time lapse earlier today. You can see that marine deck offshore. That's going to get a good swift kick inland tonight, but it's pretty cool to watch the sun dropping out of frame there. And then in the last couple of frames, as it gets more colorful, you'll see the moon and Venus eventually drop into frame at the tippy top of your screen right there, and then it fades to black. So
it'll come back tomorrow.
It'll come back tomorrow. But before then, let's talk about today. It got to 88 degrees at PDX this afternoon, 86 in Vancouver. There were some 90s to be had. In fact, Roseburg, one of the hot spots across the state, got to 91. We also had some pretty intense thunderstorms in portions of Lane and Douglas counties late this afternoon. We are high and dry, of course, over the Rose City right now. It's 72 degrees at PDX. The plan for tomorrow, we will be mostly sunny for most of the day. 64 by 8 o'clock. By lunchtime, we're well into the mid-70s, on our way to highs in the 80s. I've got us at 84, but we also have that slight chance of an afternoon thunderstorm popping up during the heat of the day. And I wanted to go back just a little bit and show you what happened across central Washington, the Cascades there, the Olympic Peninsula, and also down into Lane and portions of Douglas County, really getting hammered with some pretty good thunderstorms. They just kind of sat there. And so there was some pretty intense rain to be had under these storms. Not necessarily severe weather, but I can show you that the Storm Prediction Center does outline a good chunk of Oregon in at least the threat for some thunderstorm activity as we go into tomorrow, pretty much anywhere east of I-5. So let's show you Futurecast. Early tomorrow morning, I mentioned that marine layer offshore. That gets a good kick inland tonight in response to the really warm day that we had here up and down the I-5 corridor. That was today, right? We won't be quite as warm tomorrow. Onshore flow really kicks in, and I'll put the wind arrows on there. You can see them faintly indicating that breeze kicking in. The sky will clear at the beach tomorrow, but just not quite as brilliantly sunny as you were today. The wind also picks up. Tomorrow afternoon, wind gusts along the coast, probably 15 to 20 miles an hour. Also, out of the Coast Range and in the Willamette Valley. And as that west wind kicks up, that could be just enough of a trigger, enough of an instigator to get some showers or maybe a thunderstorm popping. And sure enough, our computer model is highlighting basically the east side of Portland, Multnomah County and portions of Clark County in that area where we might see some thunderstorms pop late tomorrow afternoon. Don't get too fixated on the exact location, although I'll tell you what, if we're here tomorrow night at this time and that happens, you'll say, hey, that model was pretty good. In any event, this could happen anywhere up and down the I-5 corridor. So I just wanted to point that out. Not widespread, but enough of a chance to mention. All right, at the beach tomorrow, cloudy and then becoming partly sunny in the afternoon, 63 in Pacific City. Columbia River Gorge, still warm, slight chance of PM storms. The Dalles gets up to about 87, Hood River 82. Up in the Cascades, the freezing level up to about 10,000 feet. This is probably the area that has the best chance of afternoon thunderstorms in the Cascades themselves. Past level temperatures just shy of 70. And hopping over the Cascades, there's a slight chance of elevated thunderstorms in the higher terrain of central Oregon with highs tomorrow well into the upper 70s. We bottom out just shy of 60 early tomorrow morning, and you can see Futurecast pushes temperatures up and down the Willamette Valley at least to 80 degrees, if not a degree or two better. Weekend forecast quiets down. Morning clouds, afternoon sun, both Saturday and Sunday with highs near 80. And, you know, we spent all that time talking about tomorrow, David, because the rest of the forecast is
not a lot to talk about.
Mail it in. It's
not
just
a lot to talk about.
Sunny and beautiful.